4 lies you are taught in the central US and the truths that will make your dream practice inevitable. Hello, I'm Marinda Nelson, soul coach and healthcare consultant. I help healthcare providers go from bored and burned out to truly doing what they love, helping you develop, lead, and expand your fun and fulfilling, authentic, prosperous, and profitable dream practice. I grew up in Wisconsin and Minnesota. I lived for most of my adult years in Colorado. And then now we are down here in southern New Mexico. I have found that there are some beliefs that are more prevalent here in the central US that we've been raised with, that we've grown up with, that just are spoken about regularly here in the central US more than or in different parts of the country. And so those are the ones that we're talking about here today. So for those of you that do live in other parts of the country, you're welcome to stay. But this video is specifically for those of you that are in the central corridor of the US. Okay. So lie number 1. Struggle and overcoming are required for anything you desire. You have to work hard to play. You have to work hard to get what you want. Money is hard to really come by. Effort, like struggle and pushing and effort are required for anything that you want. Is this a belief you've seen? Is this a belief that you've heard around? Yeah, I know and this comes from people that do work really hard, right? This is, farmers and ranchers and people that work really, really hard for their living. So I see where this comes from. And also, it's not true. Now, this doesn't mean that you are not going to put in the effort toward your dreams. You're still going to make the phone calls or do the videos and develop the systems and structures, and you're going to still do the things that you love. But it doesn't require this pushing and this struggle and this overcoming of hardship to be able to value what you receive. One day I realized that if something didn't have struggle attached to it, that if there wasn't an overcoming attached to it, that I didn't appreciate it as much. And I knew that we create what we value. And so I wondered how many hardships in my life I had created so that I could have this struggle and overcoming and appreciate all the incredible things that I had achieved and that I had received. Also, one day, many, many years ago, when I started this journey of leadership training and entrepreneur training and personal development, and I was watching some of my first motivational speakers and just blown away by the power of what they said and of the stories that they shared. And I wondered if I had a strong enough story to connect with people and to move people and to motivate people. So then what did I do? Subconsciously, I created exactly what I was wishing for. Our desire leads. You're going to create what you desire. So having awareness for what your values are. Yes, I still appreciate that in someone else's story, but I no longer require it in mine. Line number 2, your value comes from how much you give, how much you sacrifice, how much you caretake and give to others. And the more depleting of yourself, the better. Right? Have you seen this one? Yeah, we have. You are generous and giving and caring and compassionate, but doing it to the point you deplete yourself isn't going to serve anyone. Your value does not come from how depleted you are. Your value is you. the way you look at things, the way you understand things, the energy you bring to a room, the the gifts you have, not necessarily what you physically give. Depleting you is not the goal. I know that I am up to a certain point, but I know as soon as I push that past that point, I'm done. And I start getting resentful and it's not fun anymore. And I'm pushing and I'm abandoning me. I'm abandoning the life that I want to live. How I teach that then, instead of saying no, is how can I most say yes to me in this moment? Hey, I want to help this person, but maybe we can schedule it for a later time. Or maybe instead of a friend that's moving, helping them pack the boxes on the front end or helping them physically that day, I can help them unpack on the back end. I can help them set up their kitchen, or maybe I can help take boxes to the rooms. Or, yeah, I'd love to contribute to that fundraiser. I'd love to contribute to this volunteer organization. Would you put my name on a list so that I'm contacted ahead of time next time? You want to give, you care, you're compassionate, but your value doesn't come from how depleted you are. Line number 3, it's your job to save everybody. Now, here's the thing, you're good at it. People often come to you, but it's not your job. Your value doesn't come from how much you can save everybody else. We talked about this a little bit in number 2, but I wanted to separate this out, this victor victim mentality, that they're both opposite sides of the same coin. That in seeing someone that you have to help or that you need to save them, you're seeing them as the victim. Actually, one of my clients said it and put it in such a succinct way. I use her way now. She said, I won't disrespect you by coddling you or caretaking you. I know you got this. I don't need to make your path look like mine. That's imposing my fears and dreams and values and my expression and the way that I think your path should go on you. When it is your path to have, when those are your dreams, your values, your beliefs, your fears, your goals to have of your own. As providers, we are a resource on their healthcare journey. We're still humans helping humans, but understanding that this is their life and that this is their healthcare journey and honoring their goals and their dreams and their desires and their wishes and their choices. And so, as a provider, it's hearing them, listening to them, offering the resources that are available, and letting them choose how they want to address that concern or what cost they're willing to pay. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's time, maybe it's effort, maybe it's continuing to experience what they're experiencing. But it is their choice. It's their choice. You are a resource on their healthcare journey. And in doing that, they get support in getting their dreams and wishes and desires met. Now, this last one is going to seem contradictory to other things that I just said, and it's not. So give me just a minute. Stick with me. But first, I want you to just imagine, allow yourself the possibility that you are better than them, that you are better than other people, that you are better than the people around you. Hit pause, come back to this. Just look through your life. How much effort have you put into the lie that nobody's better than anybody, that you're not better than anybody, that everybody's the same? How much effort have you put into that, consciously or subconsciously? For me, when I started looking back at this, I realized how much effort along the way I put into trying to say things a certain way, or how frustrated I would get thinking that people are the same as me, that they think the same as me, that they arrange ideas and resources the same way that I do, that they have the same organizational abilities, that they see how things play out the same way that I do. Right? There are things that I'm simply better at than some people, and you are too. This, I mean, crying in the administrator's office was a big one. I would go in there thinking that they had the capabilities that I have to see, to understand, to motivate, to lead, to arrange. And they simply did not. And I had that understanding that they did. So, how did they not see? How are they not making it better for everybody when it could be so easy? I would get so frustrated. I was trying to speak to them on my level, and they're not. They were not. You are better than other people. This gets rid of imposter syndrome, right? When I talk about eliminating imposter syndrome, one of the things that I talk about, pieces of the training that I do that's really impactful for people is, yes, maybe it was a struggle and an overcoming for that person to get to that position. And now you're there and it doesn't seem so hard. And so you're thinking there's something wrong with you, or that you're missing something, or that you're not good enough because, like, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't be in this position. It should be so hard. But maybe you're just better than them. Now, that still doesn't mean that you're going to impose you on other people, right? That doesn't mean that it's your job to save them. That doesn't mean that you need to figure out a way to struggle more. Right. And so, what you give, what you desire to give because you would love to be caring and compassionate is amazing. That the support that you give as you are a resource, when it doesn't feel like it's that crazy what you're doing. It just feels like it should be normal. Realizing that you are doing something unique and incredible, and that the world is waiting for you, that the efforts that you have put in and that the work that you have done is valuable, and people are looking for you, and that your dream, while it just seems like the way it should be done, why is this not normal? It's just not. Your dream is worth developing, leading, and expanding. Let's make that dream practice of yours inevitable. You got this. We'll see you soon.